the kids occupied while we have this adult conversation. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual psychoanalyst, the Lilith reincarnated. All the extras are in my videos. Catch my latest live video. It's in my shorts and my community page. We were having a funny conversation. I was trying to type it out, and every sentence she said, I laughed harder. And then when she got to the last sentence, I was like, all right, we're just going to have this conversation live. She said, most girls that just want to get fucked do not have the patience for the gummy. We have a name for this thing. Guys have lots of names for women body parts. She gave me a beautiful name. It's called the gummy. The gummy worm. She said, I used to have to work hard with the gummy. Now I can just touch it and it'll come to life.
Sometimes you gotta put in work. Sometimes you gotta put in overtime.
She said, women that want to fuck don't want to put in that kind of work. She calls it the gummy worm. It's a shower, not a grower. Or no, she says it's not a shower, it's a grower. And we start going into this conversation. She's like, I've seen a few in my lifetime.
Gummy worms.
We're having an adult conversation.
Gummy worms exist.
That's so infantile.
I'm sure they come in all different flavors as well.
I was asking her, I was like, how come they're not just hard right away? I'm used to young men that are just walking around with hard-ons, like you can see the bulge in their pants. And she's like, oh, we call that the gummy worm.
The gummy. Yeah, because like when people
I'm gonna die. I almost fell out of my chair every time she said a sentence. She says that a lot of it has to do with drug use, and I believe that, perhaps.
Oh, absolutely. I think it has to do with drug use.
But what are the other, if they're not using drugs, what are other possibilities for the gummy worm?
One could be that they're gay and they don't want to admit it.
There's always that.
They just can't make it that way for that kind, but maybe the other kind they can. I don't know.
All right, good example. That was my conversation earlier about the freaking pornography.
Right.
Yeah, never.
I do know that I've had one of my baby's dads watches porn, and that was the one that you met today. And the other three,
yeah, he got real quiet when I had that conversation.
Right, because he knows I know, and he wanted to see if I was going to put him on blast. That's what he wanted to see.
Should I have asked him?
I was thinking about it.
Should I have asked him what part of the porno are you watching? And that's where I was like,
he was waiting to see if I was going to.
Are you waiting for the man's ejaculation in the pornography?
I would laugh if he would have told the truth. No, I was really looking for Morgan in there to see if I could prove that she was in porn. That's what he used to watch it for. I'm like, yeah, that's just straight weird, dude. I'm like, that's just weird. First of all, I'd never waste my time doing that. Second of all, why would I make evidence of it and then put it on camera? And like, I'm not touchy-feely like that where you could just go up to some random stranger and be like, oh yeah, I'll take that sausage tonight, thank you. You better make sure it works too.
You're totally talking about that. I thought it was funny. I wanted to share that with you because realistically, there's conversations to be had. Nobody ever talks about it.
And it does feel like a gummy worm in your mouth.
Well, actually it started to layer itself out. I have like 76% men. It used to be up in the 80s, so I have like quite a few men, like at least 2,000 men on my channel, and I'm sure a lot of them have gummy worms.
Possible, but the gummy worm has love. There's people that give the love to the worm. Yes, there are people that love the worm. So it's not unlovable. You just have to find the right person that's willing to invest.
It takes a lot of time and energy.
It's kind of like a snake charmer.
as the serpent Lilith. I think I can handle this.
It's like the snake charmer. You gotta just like coax the snake out the back.
What am I doing? Hanging out my dirty laundry, but we're cleaning it actually.
Right.
Oh man, I haven't got to this age. This is the first time I've ever been this old, right? So, to my experience, and I don't have many, but I have some memories, this is new for me. I might not be a first. I feel like this is a new conversation for me, but we may have had this conversation before.
Right, it does exist.
Did you think
people want to make it seem like they have the perfect little life and this, that, and the other? Blah,
do you think
blah.
it's an age thing, or you think young men have a worm too?
Oh, young men get the worm. There are young worms.
What causes it?
Drugs.
She's sure of it. Your drug use leads to a gummy worm.
Right, because you get too high and you can't get it up. I know. I've been there on numerous occasions. I know that's how it happens. It's drug use.
Even after they stop using the drugs?
It depends on if maybe they haven't stopped using the drugs. Most likely it's usually during drug use. Like usually when they quit using the drugs, it goes back to normal. So that could ponder new questions.
And if you have that, you don't want to go and ask women to have sex with you if you're afraid of performance issues.
I mean, yeah, it could
Do you think it causes for an insecurity?
Right. Because you don't want to pull out your sausage and it's fucking wormed out.
It's not humiliating. It's just the name makes it more fun, more digestible. Who doesn't like gummy worms?
I've digested a few in my day.
Damn. You think it's always going to be a command? It's going to...
No, I mean, like, I don't know, me and my baby dad, we have no problem having sex, you know what I mean? But, like, that's just, like, something, like, along the way, like it's not a problem. Like, it's just, I'm okay with that, because that means it's not going to be, like, something that you're like, look at that moose knuckle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's going to be, like, he'll be the last one that's picked, you know what I mean? Like,
he picked the short straw.
Right, absolutely. I go for the underdog.
It eliminates the cheating fears, I suppose.
Yeah, it eliminates the fucking challenge of others. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't, because my baby's dad has no problem finding others. I'll tell you that.
Oh, man.
I'm probably the only one that truly loves him for him, you know what I mean? So, like, that's why he always comes back. It's like, I don't really care, like, all that is, like, tolerable, you know what I mean? If you love somebody, you deal with all that shit. But, like, if you don't love somebody, you're probably not going to deal with that shit. So, like, it really just comes down to how much you care about whoever it is you're trying to invest with. You know, are you trying to invest with somebody that, I mean, it's all questions. Like, we never know what's going to work and what's not going to work. It's all a chance. But it's like, willing to give and take. That's what a relationship calls for. Some people aren't willing to give and take. They just take.
They want someone to satisfy their needs.
Right.
It's a tricky one. Well, I thought we'd share that with you guys to just let you know that this is what women talk about. Not me by myself, but when we get with women, it was a good conversation to be had. And for those of you, it just depends, I suppose, on the woman, realistically.
Well, it comes down to what you're willing to put into a relationship to make it work. And if it's worth that much to you, I mean, I think if somebody cares about something enough, you're willing to go to any distance to make it happen.
I made a video about that. I was looking at your tarot cards. We can pull them up right now. It's like I tell everyone that the Lover's card doesn't necessarily mean a lover relationship is how I see it. But the Two of Cups, you don't pull out another cup unless there's another person.
Right.
And so it's a relationship. And I was talking about, when you don't get to choose who you love, and that's how
I
you know what I mean.
That you don't.
That's how gay people are made, because they cannot deny this love for the other person. and they
believe
have to
that
live
every
in
person
that.
has the right-
They don't choose to love the other person. They can't deny this love for the other
That's just who
person.
they love.
Exactly.
And like, that's why there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to hear about it. Like, to be honest, like,
No.
I don't want to hear about your experiences because it's not for me.
No, dude,
But-
when Jude started sharing that shit, she did it and she was doing it because she knew I was uncomfortable, bro. She started telling me
that, and plus she's doing it for sure. Like, she's not really that way, because like, if you were really that way, you would have been having sex in your ass and not in your pussy. You wouldn't have got pregnant. You had sex in your pussy because you were trying to trap that dude that's gay, and now he's left you for another dude. You knew he was gay in the beginning. You don't have what he was looking for.
and she's out here looking for a
Now
girl.
she's got 2 kids, and bam, she fucked herself by trying to trap somebody that
By denying her true identity.
Right.
Because if she wasn't truly gay, she would, or if she was truly gay, she wouldn't have been having sex with men. Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly. You wouldn't have been in that route.
Yep. And then
So I know that for a fact, because I got a pussy and I got an ass, so I know exactly how this route goes. So like I'm not open with mine. I'm not like, I meet a random stranger and I'm like, hey, how you doing? That's like, that don't work for me. Like, I have to have feelings for you for me to have sex with you. Like,
Yeah.
I have to be willing to let you touch
and that's
me.
what I realized is that's where the whole friends with benefits.
I can't do that.
I have
That's not
to.
a thing for. I cannot do that.
I realized I put it in that context because I have to have a certain level of comfortability, almost a friendship with you, a
Right.
knowing of you before I'll ever consider sleeping with
taking
you.
my clothes off and sleeping
Yeah,
with
I
you.
have to actually know you. I couldn't make it would have
For me
to be
put
something.
your shit in my mouth, we gotta know each other. Like, I'm not gonna just meet some random and be like, I wonder how that tastes. You know, no, fuck no, dude. That is not happening for me at all.
I never thought about it. I make jokes about it all the time.
So some people-
I don't think I could have sex with a random guy, but a blowjob maybe
I
because
cannot put your sausage in my mouth unless I know where your sausage has been.
good point.
If I know you're just a dirty dog sausage, I cannot have that anywhere near any of my orifices.
Dude, I sent him home with all kinds of lipstick. I didn't think about it till the next day. I was wearing the fucking darkest dark cherry lipstick and I didn't realize that. I had no idea. I was like, oh shit.
You knew what he was doing, but if he went
I didn't
with
think about it.
He knew what he was doing too.
He knew what he was doing.
So in the end, like, it's gonna be found. It's gonna be found out because it always comes out. But you didn't do anything wrong. You are trying to do the right thing by letting him choose what the fuck he wants to do. You're not allowing it to do both. You're making him choose. So in the end, you're doing her a favor. Like, you're not going against her, so she can't be mad at you. She can only be mad at him. Because in the end, he should address her and say, hey, bitch, I don't like you. I just want you to watch my kids. So, like, I mean, you should just say this instead of using people for other intentions. Because then she wouldn't be cheating on him. He wouldn't be cheating on her. It could just be like, hey, you babysit the kids and you can live here for free.
That's what I told. That's what I said. That's what I told him in a message. I was like, the best way.
And you can fuck who the fuck you want to.
Yep. That's why I said best case scenario is you keep your fucking house and everything that's going, and you guys just have a hard talk and start seeing other people.
Right.
Otherwise, this shit falls apart
You
real
live
hard.
here for free. You watch the kids. You fuck who you want to fuck, and I'll fuck who I want to fuck. That's his best option, but he won't come real.
That's what I said.
That's what-
After
that's
I
what
weighed
falls
out
short.
all of it, because that's ultimately you don't want to lose that, and that's what he was trying to say is I'd lose everything, but I didn't know what that
But
looked
just
like.
say that.
Yeah.
And then we can find an alternative to that. But now you got to do the work. You got to address her and be like, hey, we need to talk. I'm not.
But I was even with the extra leg and was like, what if it fell apart? Could I be there to catch him and his boys? Because that's where it would be. They
Right.
tried to take his boys, and I'd have to make sure he didn't lose them.
Right. Which
I wouldn't let him
case.
lose his boys over me.
Well,
But
right.
then I'd be sitting there, you know what I mean? Then I got freaked out. It's like, well, fuck. Then I'm going to be sitting there like her ass. And you know what I mean?
No,
Waiting for-
because you can do fun things with kids. There's tons of.
Oh, I
things
know.
to
I
do.
totally realized that afterwards as I
Yeah.
hang out with yours all day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's
They
like,
terrorize you.
I'm a whole ass kid anyways. I didn't have a problem with that. God's
Right.
been training me to be a home bitch.
All that is doable.
It
Question
is.
is, he can't be real with people. That's a problem.
Yeah. And it's
You
not
can't
about being real with us. It's about being real with himself.
With himself, because you can't tell
And
people
that's what I
you
had to be
want.
real with myself, dude,
You
and
can't
to
tell
admit
people
that
what
I wanted. And nobody wants to hear that, but that's
Nobody
like,
can
ugh.
guess what
No.
you want. You gotta say it.
Mhm.
You don't say it. So that's why you don't get what he wants.
True.
That's it. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yep.
Hands down, closed mouths don't get fed.
Right,
So if he's not willing to address that he has a problem, he has a problem. If he wants to fuck other women, there's a problem. That marriage isn't good.
I know. And that's what I thought. And then I was like, is other women, and it's not other women. That's where it gets more complex. It's not that he's just fucking other women. There's something, it's deeper. If there's, you know what I mean? And that's where it's like, why can't we fucking stop this? And that's where you have to admit, oh fuck, we're in love, bro, and this is not going away. And fuck.
Well, see, it's kind of like my baby's dad. He kind of threw some hints the last time he was over here. He told me, he said,
this isn't just sex.
He told me, it's going to take me a minute to become a dad because I haven't been a dad for a long time. And I didn't really realize what he meant by that. And then he asked me, he said, how long did you stay sober when you had the baby? And I was like, for like a year. And he was like, because I think he has to get sober. So like, I think he's coming around and he's trying to tell me how it's going to be.
He's trying to make intentions to make make moves.
Yeah, I think so, because I think he's going to have to be put on probation for the case he just got. So, like, he's going to have to be sober. So I think he's trying to see what I'm willing to do. You know what I mean? I'm already sober. So, like, yeah, I have my moments where I might take a moment one night for myself every, 6 months. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But I'm sober, so, like, that would be no problem. But, like, I think he's realizing that. But, you know, just the thought that they're changing, that's growth. You know what I mean? So, like, even if it's just a little bit of growth, it's still growth. And it has to be acknowledged, because sometimes even that little bit is hard to do.
Well, I mean, I didn't, and that's what I always do. I end up cornering him no matter what.
Right, and I think you need to maybe,
so then
he knows what he has to do.
So then it was funny,
so now because shit or get off the pot.
So what was funny is somehow I adapted and turned my whole, you know what I mean? I realized what was best for me and my baby steps was actually accommodating to what he was pretending to, you know, work out in the beginning. And I was like, I'm not trying to be your mistress. I'm trying to work into something. You know what I mean?
The mistress has
and that's
a
where it is
fucking job, dude.
At this point too, and that's where I posted earlier. It's like, I'm definitely not trying to be the stepmom.
Sometimes I'd rather be the mistress than the wife, because they get the better deals.
It's such a crazy thing. It's like, we live in a time where these are conversations and real relationships where everybody's in it, and I'm the Lilith. I'm the Lilith. I am like the queen of this bullshit.
So, I think we're impatient.
Well, when I started with it, I told him just to go and I told him to go work on his marriage and let me go find somebody else, because this is bullshit. This is too difficult for my brain to, you know.
Yeah, because you guys are both wasting a lot of time on trying to figure out a way to make it work. So obviously you guys are invested enough to it. You guys are wasting as much time as you guys have already. So you guys just need to acknowledge the fact that there's something there and either try or not.
That's where I put it at. And that's what I figured this full moon and all of this would do. And I told him directly, and I knew that. It was either going to shut this shit down once and for all, or push us in. And so when I figured, when he blocked it, I was like, all right, it's over.
No, he just doesn't know how he feels. He hasn't come to the conclusion of his feelings yet. I think as soon as he has to, it takes a second, because you gotta realize he's got 2 women in his life that are feeding him. So for him to ponder his thoughts on both, it probably takes some time. Because he's got to deal with her shit because she's got the kids. So, and then he's got you coming at him like this. So to figure out his answers for both.
And that's what's so scary. I look back at it and I'm like, I want to get married. And he's trying to get out of the marriage and I'm telling him to get into one. And then I realize what that looks like and I start freaking out. I pull my dress down and all of a sudden I'm sitting there looking at the lake and I'm like, I never wanted to get married. I never wanted to have kids. It just literally, that's all I say. Not like, thanks, that was amazing, thank you, nothing. That's what came out of my fucking mouth the second I pulled my dress down. I was like, I never wanted to do any of this. I just went into straight, I don't know, dude. It happened so fucking fast, and then I went through like a week of it, which was Lilith, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then I started working through it because I knew I was triggered, so I had to work through the fear of what am I scared of. And then I came to this big old, you know, this conversation within myself. The whole self-reflection of it is I worked through all the triggers of it, and it's like I could do this, but in the end I'm like, you closing the door is making my life a lot easier because I saw this a lot more difficult than I wanted it to be. And, you know, ultimately, it was really crazy because in the beginning...
I remembered where my vape was.
Dude, all this day you couldn't find it.
It just dawned on me right then and there.
That's it, perfect. Out of nowhere is what we call that. So...
God just told me right then and there. He's all, bitch, it's in your fucking wagon.
Dude, he shows you, right? I love those moments. The Holy Spirit be showing me shit all the time.
I knew if I thought about it enough, but...
So then I came to the realization, right, as I was coming through all of these fears, I was like, this is too much, this is too much. I just want someone to hang out with, someone to, have sex with, someone to, have some side time with. I'm not ready for all of that. So then I came to this point, it was like, I kind of aligned with what I was fighting the whole time.
Right.
And that's where I was like, all right, this is actually good for me. I just want it, you know what I mean, on my terms. And then I'm like, oh, I'm being a whole Knight of Wands.
Tag with model number and serial number inside the fridge and the wall at the top corner. Yes, sir. Remember that. Yes, sir.
Damn. He wants you to send me the serial, the tag, and the fucking VIN number and all of that.
Oh, yeah, from the refrigerator? Because, I can't go to the fridge to leave it.
I know. They have to.
Oh, I can't take a picture. I'm going to have to tell him I can't take a picture of it.
I could take a picture and send it to you if you want. Oh, could you just send the picture? Your phone's all fucked off.
Yeah, I can't take the picture.
Can I take a picture and send it to you and you can forward it?
Forward it to him, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that in just a second.
Yeah. It's not like he's probably not coming today to do it anyways. It's not like I can't live till tomorrow without it. So it's not like that's.
But here's the real fucked up part, and I think he caught on, and I think that this clicked in my head that perhaps he was listening to me as I said that. Originally, I manifested Wolfman because that was my next step, is to go into having a sexual partner, right? But I turned this, and he's that kind of guy. He's just like, a one night stand, a hump and dump, and he does it ritually too. He knows the basis of sex magic. So it was a perfect alignment. And he looked like he was like the A-type guy that I always go for, from Dago, fucking Mexican, the whole thing, plays with cards. He was supposed to be the ideal guy. But I wasn't ready for him at that time, so I triggered at him. And then if you watch the time, I literally had to go back and relive this with Bobby, right? I had to get to this point. And now I'm right where I was, where I'm looking for exactly, I wasn't mentally ready when it came in the first time. So now I'm here, and he's listening. Wolfman's on the other side, and it's like, you were made for this position, and I wasn't ready for it. And now I'm ready, and this guy doesn't want to be this position. Are you going to come and stand in this position? Now, what I'm trying to explain to both of them is, no matter who doesn't stand in this position, I've sent out this fucking frequency, and there's somebody over there with a hard dick and not a gummy worm that wants to see what it do. He's like, I want to be this magical man, and I want to be all of these things. And I prayed to fucking Gabriel. And Gabriel never fails. If he failed, then why would I be here? I prayed to Gabriel to bring me a Joseph. Do you know, I was reading in my Mary Magdalene book, that Mary Magdalene, after Jesus ascended, he had a friend named Joseph that played and helped raise her child, Saint Michael, and played as a helpmate to him. They were not together, but it was a Joseph, bro.
Yeah.
So I prayed for something that only the holiest of women have ever asked for, and I went to the right angel, and it's coming. Every time I pull those fucking cards, it don't matter if it's your deck, my deck, or another deck. It says union. It happened again last night. It's happening. But it's not the union of the full marriage. It's that this is the step. This step, because when I pulled the cards, it came with the Knight of Wands, and then it came with the Knight of Pentacles, and then it came with, I think it was the Six of Wands, which is, marriage and celebrations. And it said, this mentality, if you taking these steps to having this type of relationship is going to lead to a marriage. Just having that. And I started to panic. I was like, whoa, I was just trying to have some sex. Right? And then, but I realized it's because it's the pathway. This is what's right for me. I can't go any faster. And this is exactly why all those years ago, what Bobby and I had, because I was like, why was I in love with you? We were just having sex. He was giving me just all I could take, because I didn't want anymore, and I really wasn't mentally capable of having a real intimate relationship. It's when I wanted more, that it caused all these complexities. So then you go around, here I go, 3 years later, and I'm like, you're right. All I want to do is fuck around. Can we just go back to where we started and try to do this without all the extra? And I'm not, I don't want to have, can we have protected sex and all of this shit? Like, can we do that? And so I set all this up, and he disappears. And it's funny, it's like, I can't be mad because I wasn't ready to go through that door.
So weird, because my baby's dad asked me too. He asked me if I was on protection. And I'm like...
And that's where it started. The whole conversation was, you told me you had a vasectomy, and I remember something vaguely that I think that maybe I should be worried, and that's why I ran to the clinic. right? And then when I asked him about it, his memory said something I didn't remember. So maybe he does have a memory because last time I wrote him, but not this time. So I don't know. And I'm like, I think you've got your girls confused. And he accuses me of being crazy. And I go, crazy.
Well,
and that's where we ended up right where we are.
Well, it's funny because, like, for the last 11 years, like, we never asked me if I was on protection. And, like, and in case you didn't know, I got pregnant with her on birth control. So, like, it was just cracking me up, and I was like, that's funny. And then, like, it just cracked me up because
what do you think? Did you think he was afraid of making babies or wanted to make babies?
Probably. Who's to say? Because, like,
I got fucking scared so fast. I got so fucking scared so fast. I was like, nah, bro, nah. But I was also trusting because I knew it was my destiny to get pregnant. And that was the thing, is if it happens, I could just quietly do this and fulfill my destiny and not nobody know. So I was like, if I didn't know that this was a fucking possibility, and I didn't, and I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not fucking you, because even if you did have a vasectomy, my destiny is to get pregnant. So then, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, fuck. No way, and I didn't even come? Are you fucking serious? I was panicking. But then, you know, God's great wonders. I had the best period of my life. And I'm looking forward to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Well, change of perspective. In the sense of, no, I didn't really. I meant in the fucking long term, bitch. Not now, not never, almost.
It's gonna have to be soon, because you're not gonna have your period much longer.
That's what God fucked me up with. You know what God hit me with? I did Nexplanon, right? So that's that thing you put in your arm so that you don't get periods. I did that so that I didn't have to feel the pain of my periods. You don't stop having periods until you don't have no more eggs. The eggs never came out. I didn't have periods. I'm stacked up with fucking eggs, is what I found out. And I did some scientific research. God wants me to harvest my eggs. Otherwise, I'll never be done. I'll be a chicken forever. I stayed on that shit for over 6 years, not having eggs come out. Not any periods, bro. No eggs coming out.
I know a few people that were on that shit for a while, and I mean, well.
So God showed me that. All of a sudden, I got this weird download about preserving my eggs for future generations. I was like, that's weird. Then later, like in a couple of days, they showed me that I wasn't having periods, and that a menopause doesn't come until you stop having eggs. Menopause doesn't happen until you give your last egg. That's when it happens. You're literally an empty nest. Well, I have all these eggs built up in me, bro.
I still have fucking eggs, obviously, because like.
So it's real. And then I saw a study that just last week. It's not us. It's older men. Their sperm count can't fertilize the egg. Our eggs are totally, and that's how you can have an affair. And now you're having a fucking baby with some fucking young guy, and your husband. And what the fuck just happened? Because he couldn't. The older he gets, and that's how I told you. I fucked my husband for years without condoms and only had 2 children, both of them. We never was. I mean, I used contraceptive later to stop the fucking periods. But he was I remember him forcing me to have sex on my periods and didn't make babies. And he wasn't a gummy worm.
I know that my baby's dad tried to say that, oh, I can't have kids. Oh, yes, you can, because like.
That's what Bobby told me when I first met him, and then here comes this woman with a kid.
Right. Well, I know for a fact that you can, because.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The miracle child, the one that got through.
Yeah, the one. No, I got pregnant by him many times.
Oh shit.
Yeah, many times. But like, I don't think like either one of our bodies would. Like, I never had a baby, but then I got pregnant with her, and like, she was a fighter. Like, she was coming. Yeah, she was coming.
So that's where it all got too scary too fast, and I got scared, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go back to not dating, because I've never been a dater. And I realized I can't have sex with a stranger, so I need a friend with benefits that leads to a long-term relationship and a holy union. And we eliminate the word marriage because it comes with such a terrible word. It's just terrible.
Well, it just doesn't come down with good things anymore.
It's not something I want. I don't want a marriage. I want a holy union. Yeah, I don't even want a ring. Do you want a ring? Do you want a dress?
I would take a ring, but I don't.
I do too much with my hands. That's why I don't even do my nails.
I don't think I would get married to anybody but my baby's dad. You know what I mean? So like, I don't count on myself getting married.
I didn't want any of this stuff before. And then I work all hard towards it, and then when it becomes available, all of a sudden I'm like, I don't want it again. And it wasn't necessarily available, it's just that I made such huge strides to make it available that I stand in the threshold of a new beginning, and I'm like, I'm too scared. So then I had to work through all of that, and that's where I'm at right now. And so I've manifested it to be the next door to walk through.
That had to have been my baby's dad right there.
That was creepy as fuck. And the cards, that's what he said. Steve's Love Tarot, he's like, this is physical stalking. They're physically stalking you. He said that he pulled the Six of Cups over and over. I was like, well, I'm physically not home if you're stalking me.
Right.
But I mean, when I took the risk and posted about that little girl and when she fell from the building, they knew where I lived since then. Russ knew where I lived. Everybody knew where I lived since then. When I made the risk of posting about the news report. And that was God, because I used to try to protect my privacy because I was afraid of, baby daddies especially. I still lived in fear of people finding out where I lived. And I was forced at that time to face that fear and knew that you can't break this barrier. Pac won't let you in this fucking parking lot, and I double dare you to fuck with the Venezuelans, is what I got to at that point. You know what I mean? But I had to face that fear. It's like, no, I don't need to be afraid of where I lay my head.
No,
and that's as a spiritualist that sleeps in the fucking woods, I don't have to be afraid of nobody or nothing. But with that being said, yeah, anybody can circle our block.
If they haven't already.
It's one hell of a view. You know where I'm sitting. I'm in the tree under the front.
Right.
But follow the smoke signals.
Right. Follow the butt smoke signal.
It's just like...
So those two still kicking out more under the tree over there?
I saw them this morning when I was coming to your house.
Chicken dude?
No, it was fucking... Diana. Mm-hmm. Why do they go over there? That's what I mean. They're like fucking creepo people. Yeah, and there's a camera right there, bro. What do they think? There's a camera right there. Yeah, but it faces the back. I don't know what they're smoking. I think everybody says the same thing. You used to say it too. I'm just trying to avoid the people. And I do the same thing. I guess they just don't get far. I go farther. I'll go over by the stream, or when I want to avoid people, I'll get in my car, or I'll go somewhere.
I'll just stay in my room.
Yeah, but we're cigarette smokers, so we have to go outside. And we also smoke, flowers, so we go outside. Yeah, that bitch next to me, she don't give a fuck. She'll be smoking cigarettes and weed. I'd be smelling that shit.
What, the black chick?
Yeah, for sure.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went by those apartments that she's fucking waiting for. They're fucking fully built, dude, and fucking very active. So I don't think she's getting the apartment.
She has a very terrible energy. She has a terrible energy. I don't get on the elevator with her. She drives her car like a maniac. She's the type. I feel violence off her. She's violent.
She's the type that thinks she's better than others.
Oh yeah, dude. I was in the elevator one time that she had got some money. It was probably in the beginning, and she was talking about what she was wearing and how she had all these designers in her hair fit. And I'm looking at her as you ride to the 5th floor of the Salvation Army, bitch.
Right.
Realistically.
Right. Like you're all. That's what I was telling my baby's dad. I was like. I tried to be the dirtiest I could be in that motherfucker, so nobody talks to me.
No, exactly. That's what it is. And it's like, you're going to come talk to me? And I was like, I don't do this. I don't try to be like these girls. They're asking for attention. I'm not asking for their men's attention. Asking for attention here is asking for attention to the staff or somebody else's man. Right. I'm not asking for it.
Yeah, I'll pass on all of that.
Nah, bro. And you would think that I'm the creepiest person they wouldn't fuck with.
No, because they see me there for a year and never saw me as anybody the whole year I'm there. So they gotta think that I'm a decent person somewhere.
They asked a couple people asked about you. Red, of course, and then the Venezuelan cool couple. Yeah, they're always cool.
Yeah, I wonder about them.
I saw them this morning when I went to go get cigarettes.
I like them.
Yeah.
That we're cool now. You know what I mean? Like I like that. Like I hope that they have a good path in their future because I like that. I wish them the best.
Sometimes you wish they could, just like people that go to uproot and move to a new city and shit, you hope they can make it, but it's not bad if they do. All of them are facing a timer of ending up going back home. They know it. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of them about it. It's like,
aren't even supposed to be here.
Yeah,
the whole family that I like in the back, all of them will be deported if they get caught here. None of them have their papers.
Yeah, and the truth is like that's what pisses everyone off is because they were let in completely illegally, and there's people that have been going through this really long legal process, and they got the cut in front of cut in front of everybody and get the card to get in. But they didn't get in legally, so they don't have what you're fighting for, which is the ability to work. They can't even, you know what I mean? They can't buy, they don't have an ID to buy fucking cigarettes and shit. They're like, they're literally, their time is numbered. Their days are numbered.
Right, and it is.
They're just trying to, survive while they're here until someone tells them to leave.
Well, shit, I know that fucking my first baby's dad, first baby's dad, like, I talked to him, like, I've been talking to all my baby's dad lately.
Fucking Consuelo's brother, dude, he got pulled over and then all this shit and he got deported. But I guess, according to talks, Consuelo's brother was doing serious movements. I didn't know this, dude. So my car goes out, right? And I don't know these guys. And it's leave it to my spirit to pick the number one guy. And I go and ask him if he can give me a ride. So he tells his brother, and they put me in a car, and that's how I end up knowing this family. And it's like, how did I get, you know what I mean, of all the fucking people, bro? Like, seriously, I couldn't just meet anyone.
That family does the utmost, like that family,
the mostest.
Oh, I know, they do. I know.
So something about, he got put out because of some fake pills.
Yeah, because he went and he tried to kick in the door upstairs.
Yeah. So what I can't get was, did he, because I keep hearing that he sold them the fake pills and then wanted them back. Is that what I heard?
I never got the schematics of the story. I know that, like, he tried to...
Because that came secondly. Because I heard before that, or no, you told me. Never mind. It was the other girl that was on our floor. She got caught with him in her room when she was down on the 3rd floor, wasn't it?
No, you're talking about, oh shit, no, she was fucking him, but... He was
like the most optional sausage in the parking lot for everyone.
His sausage went around.
He was like
He was fucking flying his sausage.
Dude, and he had the best game. He was so sweet about it. Like, he never asked me, but I didn't need to be asked. Like, he was like, I'll take some papers.
Right, like, well, my first baby's dad is like, I'm trying to get over
I told Kelly that last night. I was like, dude, I get offered for sex here by men that are in relationships. Every man that lives here is in a relationship with somebody. And except for the staff. I sent her that video, dude. I know she freaked out. Listen to that on your way home from work.
Dude, that dude was straight weirdo.
That dude was a straight weirdo.
Like, I don't know how it takes you an hour and a half to beat your meat, dude. That's fucking sad.
Do you think it was a gummy worm?
Well, if it's a gummy worm, like, you think you'd be accommodated to your gummy, that you'd be able to touch your gummy in the waist. My baby's dad touches his gummy in the waist.
Sorry, it's just the word.
Well, like, I mean, I don't know. I think
how can it be so sexual and yet so
crude?
That
he beats his meat so much he had nothing to beat out. He had no cum to get out, so he
they said
his meat for nothing. Because there ain't no cum to come out, so you're just beating your meat and there's no cum.
Oh God, is that a thing?
I guess so. I mean, it could be. I mean, if you're already fucking cummed out, I mean, you can't come anymore. You're just shooting blanks.
I started the conversation. I asked that. I was like, how much can a man come? And then he doesn't have no more. And I had this unrealistic expectation. And I realized why I had an unrealistic expectation is because I had memories of long periods of performance.
Oh yeah, I've had sex with my baby's dad for hours. But like, that was before I think he was doing some of the drugs that he's doing now.
Those are different drugs.
Yeah. That's how I take it.
Damn it, Becky. We don't have these issues when you're fucking 25-year-olds.
I don't fuck 25 years old. 25-year-olds. I haven't fucked 25-year-olds since I was 25.
Well, that
was like fucking a long time ago. Like, I can't be with some
older men, and you know what's funny is because older men go for older women because they're easier to deal with or whatnot. But now we see, it's not just us. You're a whole pain in the ass.
Like, it just comes down to if you love somebody, what you're willing to go through, because you've got to go through a lot to be with somebody. You're gonna have good times, you're gonna have bad times.
How did we become old, bro? We just ended up being part of an old generation, and we have to adapt to our age group.
Well, I just know that I'm never going to be able to be with somebody that's younger than me because I just feel like a chomo. And like,
chomo?
Yeah, like I feel like I should be up to register, like I'm touching somebody's kid. He's gonna be my
You know, I had one friend, I said that I felt like that. He just felt too young to me. It's like, you feel
Dude, I've had
young.
plenty of dudes that are way younger than come on to me, and I'm like,
They're
dude, I can't
always
do
in
that.
their 20s that come
I'm
on to me,
you
like
could be my kid's
25
kid.
to 30.
You could be my friend's kid.
And that's
like,
how my kids
you
are
know how
now.
mad I would be if my friend slept with my kids? I'd be fucking pissed, dude. Like, my friend should not sleep with
But
my
you know,
kids.
I understand it now because, listen, as weird as it is, I can look back at time and understand the connection. Because you look at a guy, and it's, you know, a 25-year-old guy that just wants to fuck, and girls are not fucking him. He doesn't have the credit card. He doesn't have what they want to fuck him. And then, you know, so he's just going after, he just has that mentality. And then he goes after older women, and older women haven't been fucked in a long time. And so it's a perfect match made in heaven. He wants to let out some good shit, and we really need some good shit. I understand that. I understand it more. I really do, because of the fact is, at that age, and that's why older men are with younger women too. They're not asked to do much but perform in the bedroom, realistically, or, you know, in those kind of senses.
Or hand out the credit card.
And hand out the credit card. But at their age, what is it to give up, you know what I mean, a bit of money for some good company? What are we giving up for some dude to hang around with us?
I don't give up nothing. You better be
Well, he's sure taking up a lot of space.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I know that. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what.
So, in the essence, the sacrifice is for the love tokens. We'll call it. We'll call it the love tokens. So, in this place where a young man is looking to explore his sexuality, and a woman who has lost hers, this is a perfect connection, because it gives him, you know what I mean, it gives him the pride or ego to say that, you know what I mean, he hit Stifler's mom and he's the best because she's all excited and telling him how great his dick is. And at the same time, she feels great again because she can have some young dick. It fuels the egos to get the fuel going for the rest of our lives. She's got what she needs to go on to go find some good loving, and he's got the experience of what it takes to have a good woman. You know what I mean? It's almost alignment. It's the zest, right? She'll give her wiser, older energy, which will teach him to have respect for wiser, older women. And then she will have that, you know what I mean, that excitement, which will make her look for that excitement in men again, but of her own age, typically, or maybe not. And that's where it is. It's an adventure, to say the least. And that's why men do it. And I have to say, as the Lilith, the absolute definition of the energy, I understand it now. And it's a mental thing. Mentally, I don't have to be, you know what I mean? We don't have to have mentally stimulating conversations with young people. They don't talk about much. And at my age, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't have TikTok. I don't know the trend. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't own an iPhone. So I can't keep up with the younger generation anymore because I'm too old. They're all about technology and I don't know it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
Yeah, they have sex dolls and I have a single colored vibe. Just kidding. Swear. I have this old hefty chastity belt that I've been wearing since Jesus days.
Right, you're taking it off piece by piece. Each year it comes off.
And then here comes fucking Kim Kardashian with Bush underwear. It's like, that's what's under the chastity belt, huh?
Right.
And all these women. Do you know what it means for me to see this as a soul? All these women admire the bush. And the men want the bush. And I'm like, it's long forgotten. They've long forgotten the bush of women. I'm like, oh God, this is a trend, is it? And this is a trend. We're going back to the Garden of Eden, are we?
Possibly. Does the garden have apples this time? Is it accommodated with the apples this time?
Are we allowed to eat the fruits?
Right.
I know last time he said taste but don't swallow.
Oh, that's what it means. Don't swallow. I swallowed.
Oh, this is an enlightening conversation with the girls. I don't know what we're going to call this. Should we just call it the gummy? It was a gummy.
The gummy worm.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Here and there, bouncing everywhere.
I know that song is stuck in my head. I know the whole song. I've known it for all my life. It's still stuck in my head. You want to hear me sing it?
Sure, why not?
Never mind. We'll save the karaoke voice. But if you ever hear me say it, just know that I've always had that song stuck in my head.
It's always playing in there.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventures that's beyond compare. We are the Gummy Bears. That just dated us, bro. Like we are dates.
Oh, yeah.
We are dried up
raisins.
Apparently we're not. This is a conversation because we're talking about the gummy worm.
Right. Not about the gummy worm though.
You want to hear something hilarious? Yes, we'll end on this. I brought lube. Why did I bring lube? Because I was afraid. And it's all about, extra lubrication makes for, less friction and it can slide and glide real easily. So I was afraid of the penetration because I'm seriously.
It works too.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want it to your face down there right now. I didn't want to spend all that time too, so I brought lube.
That's a little too much investment.
Yeah, so I brought lube. So what did you need? You don't need lube. Also, I was scared.
You're going to go down there because that leaves the taste.
I brought watermelon because I knew it would have a taste. Are you serious? I did, but not for the reasons that you think, because I'm scared. I don't want you to hurt me, dude. Seriously. In essence, all right, they do a lot of spitting with butt sex, but they still use lube for butt sex. I didn't plan on butt sex, but I'm going off of
no fucking lube. Then that's a stretched out hole right there for sure. Because goddamn, like that's you.
So in my brain,
either that or you got a small ass dick.
In my brain, and from my experience of penetration with my fucking vibrator, I'm like, oh fuck, dude, this is gonna kill. I'm scared. So I bring lube to, lighten the situation.
Enlighten the situation. Enlighten the load.
It had nothing to do with my age. It has to do with my fears. Did I open it? No, I didn't need it.
There was plenty.
I was wondering if I should return it, and who would be that asshole who walks in.
Right, who returns the lube?
That's why I have it hidden in my room. I'm so hoping my kids don't find it, but they know of the vibrator.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it was a cold winter. My store has to do it.
If I don't figure this out, I'm going to have to figure out that vibrator and why it has a suction cup.
Why? Where did you put that suction cup back?
I thought maybe they put it in the bathroom, right?
I think
they stick it to the wall, right? And that's what I said.
So in the shower, you can be on.
I said yesterday I was going to stick it to the top of my car.
Start digging around. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm picking up transmissions.
Right.
I'm sending out signals.
This is my signal. I'm sending.
It's
I wonder if anybody's gonna catch it.
It's the color yellow solar plexus. And then I thought about Fight Club. Remember, he's at the meeting and they're all dying. He's just there to cry. And the lady goes up and she's like, I'm getting closer to death and I'd really like to have, sex one more time. And she's like, I have pornographic videos and lubes and sex toys.
Right. Can you please just make this
Can
happen?
you please make this happen?
Can you please just make this happen? I want to die this way without going.
I don't want to die of priestess.
Well, I had a friend that
I have 4 kids and no memory of coming. Oh my God! I want to know what this feels like.
You're right. I've had a few experiences. I'm not sure. Let's see what this tastes like.
What are you making? I need to take my ass home and go. Yeah, we're done with laundry. I heard that thing turn off a while ago. Well, okay, we're gonna go gummy worms. We'll catch you later for not X-rated video, but they're always there.
Right.
X gonna give it to you. We're trying to explore our sexuality and, comes with X-rated conversations. Obviously, we're not very sexual beings. We're far from feminine.
All the worms that are watching.
We're like the least likely to be
right. I'm like the last ones that are on the fucking invite list. If there are extra tickets, I guess you can fight these ones.
Make sure you put them in
Make
the
sure
back.
you give them the wrong time though.
Who invited them?
Right. I get that look every time I show up somewhere.
I am
Who
so.
invited this bitch?
I love that look. That's that welcome look. That.
Right? I'm like, ooh, I feel so comfortable right now.
That's what they call me. Oh.
I pulled up to my friend's house. And as I'm pulling up and pulling into the driveway, motherfuckers are walking out the back door. I'm like, these motherfuckers. They see me pulling in and they're like, oh, I'm out of here. This bitch is here. I'm out. This bitch gonna be talking shit. Here comes the truth. Here comes loudmouth. Here comes fucking this bitch.
She gonna make fun of us.
She's gonna call me gay or she's gonna do this. Always. But hey, I'm only calling it like I see it. If my spirit is telling me that the sausage is there, that means that the sausage is there. I can't change that. It's just this, you got
My
the sausage.
spirit really told me that they're focusing on men's ejaculation in the videos.
It probably is very much the truth.
I think they're conflicted and they need to stop watching men ejaculate.
Well,
That's what does it for me, bro. I get really turned on watching it. That's like, I can come just watching a man come. Seriously. So when I realized that, it made it all too real. It made it all too real. Because that's what they're looking for. They're watching men perform on other women. They're not watching women.
Just watch your homeboy sleep with somebody then.
I know. In essence, you want to come watch someone fuck me?
Right. I mean,
why are we putting on a porn? You want
some pork?
Want some pork chops?
Want some pork chops? What porky wolf? You're always there to lay on the sausage, huh? Sausage wolf.
The question is always if we want to tell you.
Right. What
did he say? Your fucking friend said. He said.
Who? Which one?
That guy.
Oh.
He said that in ancient Greece they only had sex in the butt so that they didn't have to have babies.
Right. I have a friend that does
Is that the story you tell in jail? Why am I only hearing this now?
I know a chick that she only has sex in the butt so she wouldn't get pregnant.
That's such a weird thing.
I'm like, dude, why don't you just use a condom and get on birth control?
She doesn't like vaginal sex, probably. That's just an excuse. It's painful. I found out it's painful for me from whatever's happened to me. It's painful. It really is.
I mean,
but I am trying to find the pleasure past the pain.
I find it very unfulfilling. It's like that's what I mean. Like I can't have sex with somebody I don't want to have sex with because it's very bland and boring.
I haven't done that yet. I haven't had sex with someone I don't want to have sex with yet.
Well, I
have plenty of years of it doing.
1 year I had to save the Savage in my daughter's car at the impound. So I had to get sober for a year because I was on probation. So I had to be with somebody that was sober, and so I was with him, and I really didn't want to be with him. I just knew that he could take care of me for the time being.
Damn.
Which is
all right.
So he
all right.
knew that.
All right. I feel like you're calling me out on this relationship I have with Nick. I just he had a crush on me and I didn't really like him, but I needed a place to stay, and he offered me, and he wasn't anything special. I just started staying with him and fucking him.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get over that, you're like, well, I found a new spot, I'm out.
He threw me out.
Or they throw you out. It happens that way too. You get mad because you didn't.
It was so perfect, dude. The lease was up at November 30th, and it was my birthday, bro.
Oh, you're meant to be here.
And it was so perfect, bro. He threw me out on my birthday.
Why, he was mad because the lease was out?
Well, that's what it was and stuff. I mean, what was funny is he didn't give me my shit. I had to come back later. I had to come back later with senior swallows and get my shit. He wouldn't give me my tub of shit. But I was living on the road right then. I'd already left him. I was already working on the road. I wasn't really living there, and my shit was living there.
Right, and he was mad because he couldn't sleep with your shit.
It was like Bobby. I was like fucking, you know what I mean? I was working on the road. I would come home. I would come home and just pick up sales parties, and then we'd take off in the cars and go, cruising. I wasn't living there anymore.
You weren't in the relationship because you didn't want to be there.
Nope.
It was like a piece of this pork.
But it was, dude, okay, so I was fucking with him for a long time, and I got pregnant. And he was immediately, we have to have an abortion. And in Denver, it wasn't free. I was used to California, I'll make the call. And he had to, save up for it and shit. And then I just started partying. I felt, I don't know, something about it. I was like,
I can handle this.
Yeah, I did. I did, and I ended up miscarrying. I handled it just quite fine, and I say it purposely, dude. I was purposely partying to kill a baby, dude. Purposely, it worked. It worked.
I mean,
you don't eat, you don't fucking give yourself, you know what I mean? You know how to deprive your body for what it needs to create a soul.
I mean, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
And that's how I say. But that's why I'm here stuck with, I'm a baby killer, and I owe God 2 more holy children. Holy shit.
You better get on it because you fucking...
I said last night 3 to 5 years. I'd like to have a couple of years to just chill, bro. I want to experience some stuff before I lock down into that experience. Because that's a lockdown. Here, I hear Kanye in my head.
But it's not a lockdown.
It is. No, but we can't experience, realistically, we can't experience each other when we put a baby in between each other. That's the truth. And I want to experience a man. I don't want to just, it's not that I'm being selfish. I'm being truthful. I don't want it just a baby to come between us right away. I want to experience us before we have a child. And, that's where it is. And it's like, it's not about age. I'm here, I'll be old, bro. I'm not going to die. He's not going to die. We might look older in our skin, but that doesn't matter because we're not going to live normal lives anyways. It's not like there's anything cool about me being their parent. Your mom's I already hide from my kids, you know what I mean? My age isn't even going to be the weirdest thing about me being their parent.
Right. Like I tell this one, I'm like, sucks for you, your parents are old. Your dad are old already.
No.
Hell yeah, me and your dad are old. Like her dad's 46.
But then, I see that lady, she's about to burst. She's like our age. I don't know if you ever seen her. Yes, you have. When we were doing the car, she came and brought us ice.
Yeah.
With the chunky monkey. I love that boy. God, I love that boy.
Yeah, you're talking about Sarah.
I didn't know her name. Anyways, so she's like one of the smallest pregnant women I've ever seen. She's about to have her C-section on 11/7.
Oh, right before my baby.
Yes. And anyways, I was like, and I look at her because I got scared. I was like, fuck, I almost got pregnant. I had sex and almost got pregnant. I got scared. And I looked at her and I asked her, are you scared? She said, no, I've done this before. I was like, I know, but she's like, no. And that's just it. It's like, and I look at you too, you're older, and it's like, I had such a bad experience. Fuck.
No.
I have all these memories of being so wore out and crying. I couldn't keep up with the house. I couldn't keep up with the kids, but I always had 2. I didn't just have 1. I had 2 of them, and I couldn't keep up. And there was nobody to call, nobody. I was just panicking.
You see this fucking place? I don't keep up either.
No, but now I understand it. Back then I didn't. I had this my mom's training with OCD that I couldn't leave no dish in the fucking sink, bro. There couldn't be nothing. It had to be perfect, and I was psychotic about it.
Yeah, you gotta get that going.
My kids, I had them on a bath schedule every single night, which I realized was terrible. They lost their baby smell doing that, but I learned how to put babies on schedules doing that, how to put them on a baby schedule at night. So that was awesome. But, I lived on such tight, I have these terrible memories of crying because it was so hard and I was so tired and there was nobody to help. What is it? What kind of fucked up messages you get? That's why I don't turn no notifications on my phone. I want to know. Would you have another? And that's what I said. You're going to have another? Yeah. Because he'd be a father, or just because that'd be the right child?
That's who I love, and that's who I would see myself having a kid with. You know what I mean? So like, he ain't even really here for this one. So, but
it's not based on what you.
Based on. I never had this baby for him to be there. I had this baby because I love him. You know what I mean? And I love her. So like, in the end, it was never to keep him because I knew he's not one to be kept like that.
Amen.
So I just accept him for who he is, and he doesn't leave. You know what I mean? If people understood that, maybe they would have been able to have a relationship with him. But he's not one you could tell what to do. You cannot tell him what to do. He does what he wants to do. He does what he does. If he feels comfortable, he'll be around. And nobody makes him feel comfortable because they feel.
And for you to be able to be comfortable with that, it's funny because as you project that, that's kind of how I am, and it would have to be someone on the other side. Is you don't tell her what to do, you just let her do, and she'll be, you know what I mean?
You need somebody that's willing to let you be you.
That's all I keep saying, and that's what I really wanted.
And that's why he loves me so much, because I let him be him. I don't question him. I don't go through his phone.
That's what I really wanted too. Is like, can't I just be me? Can't I just be me? Can I be a witch any other day than fucking Halloween? You know what I mean? Can I just be me without being crazy? And so when he called me crazy, it really hurt. But he has a way of, dumbing down my spirituality. And so naturally my fire back was like, well, Wolfman doesn't think I'm crazy. And even though I didn't send it in a text message, I said it on my video. And it's like, you know what I mean? You're just calling me, you know, saying mean words to fucking hurt my feelings, and you did. And now I'm tempted to hurt yours with my fucking words. You're pushing the wrong button. It's like, I will kill us both with my words. To where neither one of us will be able to talk to each other after I say some shit. An apology won't fix this one just because you hurt my feelings. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. But either way, I'm manifesting another sex capade for next weekend.
It's funny because Gummy Worm was hitting up.
That's why you're laughing. You got the gummy text. It's going to be...
Are you bringing the gummy?
Does he allow you to call it that?
Yeah, he calls it that.
Really?
He's the one that named it that.
Oh, okay. Then that makes it better.
Yeah. Yeah, we just laugh about it because, like, I know what's up, and, like, I don't judge him, you know what I mean? And we're just
See,
cool with
truth
each other
makes
like
it
that.
so much better instead of just being weird
Like
about
I said,
shit.
we don't argue. Like, we've never been in an argument, like, face to face, we've never argued. We don't call each other names. We don't fucking fight. If we don't get along, we just don't see each other.
It's an interesting place
Yeah,
to
we
be.
don't disrespect each other. We don't do anything like that.
I've always been a very disrespectful broad. I have no respect for men, and I've had to learn
Well, I don't really either.
long
but,
and hard, dude, how to have respect for men. All different areas, dude, because I didn't. Not just from this life, but it's Lilith. And I can lose it real fast, bro.
I believe.
If I see you as a man, as just a basic man, a basic human life form, I have no respect for you. I have to see you on an emotional, or, you know what I mean? I have to see you as something other than regular men. And it's not sparkles, it's something, you know, you have to show me of your soul, dude.
I just feel like...
I don't have respect for men on the surface. I don't have respect for women. Didn't have respect for women on surface either, though.
You gotta find the right person. Like, it's weird, like...
I'll show you respect, but it doesn't mean that I respect you just because you're whatever you are.
Right.
And the second you try to project that on me, I'm going to disrespect the shit out of your so-called power or identity towards me. That's how it is I don't respect a woman because of her position or because of her beauty. I show respect. You didn't earn it, you know what I mean? But you can sure fuck this up for yourself, and I'll disrespect the shit out of you. But I don't walk around like... You know what I mean? As far as Marshall, he didn't... After getting to know him, I respected him. You know what I mean?
You gotta respect real.
Yeah, real recognizes real, and those are the ones that I will, you know, that's where loyalty comes into
what
it.
It is, you know what I mean? You don't acknowledge that it's not there.
Yeah.
That's really, you gotta accept real.
But as far as disrespect, I have no problem disrespecting people.
If it comes down to that realm, I can hit that up, no problem.
No problem whatsoever. I can, that's, because in essence, I don't really respect you to begin with. You have to, you know what I mean? I respect humanity, not you. And that goes back to, like, Trump. Something so simplistic. I don't fucking respect that man. People might get it, you know, misconstrued through my videos. I am not allowed to hate. I'm not allowed to be negative. I respect his authority and the people that put him in power. And in essence, them, if I look at them as Trump people, I don't respect them either. I respect them as Americans, and it has to be, I can't look at them as individuals, dude. It has to be in a broader perspective, because otherwise I'm tearing them all apart. Really? Yeah. Because realistically, is a Democrat better than a Republican? No. You just have to have respect for what they are as a generalization. But then when you look at them as categorization in that sense, it's like, I ain't got no respect for you, bro. What the fuck am I supposed to respect you for?
I think respect's earned. I don't think it's something that's just given.
I'm respectful, but in that sense. And so when I come to the respecting, is that I give you respect, I would say there's a word. What's the word, Marshall? I don't give you honor. I'll give you respect, but I don't give you honor. And that's just because I show respect to all.
Right, and I mean, it's just common courtesy to be that way, but like, it's really easy to be taken back.
For sure. Do you think that's conditional? What would Jesus say about this?
Well, love isn't conditional.
I know, but are we conditional with our respect? If they act a certain way, then we no longer treat them a certain
I
way.
think that we're, yeah, I think that's not right, but I feel like it's kind of what we have to keep our guard up.
Fair enough. There has to be limitations, right? That's where Jesus gets it all fucked up. It's like, I'll sit there with him and he's like, there's no limits. No, there's got to be a limit to the bullshit.
I was going to tell him something about his gummy worm, but then I don't want him to feel some type of way.
I know, right? It's like, am I allowed to joke or we're not allowed to joke?
I was going to tell him, I said I was bragging about your gummy worm.
Oh, definitely don't say that.
But, yeah.
I don't know when you were talking about his dick to a chick on fucking live video with fucking 3,000 other people. You probably wouldn't like it. But then again, I'm pretty sure Bobby doesn't like it either.
What, Wolfie? What, my baby boy?
Alright, I don't want to fold all this. I hate the folding process. Mr. Rogers, I need the strength of man of steel. Alright guys, I'm going to get offline. I'm going to fold my clothes and take myself back. And we're going to do a teaching. Oh, it was so funny. It truly happened, dude. She's standing next to me. And I'm with her daughter, brushing her hair. And she's all watching the TV. I'm not watching the TV. And she's all, what's Baba Yaga? I was like, what? She said, Baba Yaga. I was like, it's a dark goddess from Slavic fucking origin. I was like, it's a witch in the woods that lived in a house with that was made of chicken legs. And then all of a sudden this cartoon image pops up and there's Baba Yaga in the house. She's like, dude, you said it before it was there. I was like, how is this popping up on TV? So for me, that made me know that when I get home, I have to teach the lesson on Baba Yaga and all the lessons she teaches, because they were teaching it today on the TV. So I'm going to teach you that spiritually. I hope you enjoyed the gummy worm, the gummy bears. Adventure time.
Everybody likes Adventure Time with Finn. What?
Oh man, I love you guys. We'll catch you later.